that who gave Fulani the right to tell him to arrest somebody for them.
I am one among the Ratel members, proudly sober. I think Very Dark Man have gotten this particular one wrong. This video he did, I'll be leaving the full video so you see. And talking about this headsman and Fulani thing, it's a very traumatic thing for me personally to say because people close to me, a number of them have actually been buyed by these people. My people are currently suffering it. You go to the farm, you see these people uprooting cassava to drop for their cows to eat. You dare not say a thing, if not, they'll shoot you. They have guns. If you have not directly been affected, it's easy to want to say something like this. And then I'm not even going to be saying much. Honestly, you see this video he did. I don't think he's getting the clear picture because one, he has heard from just one Fulani person. He has not heard from the people who are in this community who are directly affected. But I'm going to take reactions to his post. A number of persons made a comment. And the first comment I'm seeing here, the person say, you better be careful before you turn Gumi. Very Dark Man, you did a video when those girls were kidnapped in 25 girls from KB when they were kidnapped, and then he said that Sheikh Gumi, he's asking Sheikh Gumi, where are the girls? Because he's a terrorist sympathizer. You called him a terrorist sympathizer, rightly so, because he's the one saying that they don't just strike for nothing. Call them to the table. Let's try to negotiate. Let's stop trying to demonize them. Sometimes they're on a revenge vision. A lot of us are against this thing that Sheikh Gumi is saying. You clearly are against him, but now you're sounding somewhat, not exactly, but some. This is almost exactly Joe. You're sounding like him, and if you've never really been affected, you will not know. That's the truth about this herdsman thing. If nobody close to you have been kidnapped and have gone through stuff in the hand of kidnappers and ransom was paid before the person was released, or more so, the person left home and never came back. In fact, one of these close persons I lost, a cousin of mine, the body was never found. He went to the village and that was it. At the time that there was issues, he went and that was it. People's farms have crashed. People who have never slept in town for a second have now had to live in town. You know how difficult it is to not buy firewood. They don't buy anything in the village. They have everything in the bush. Now you're buying firewood. Everything is annoying you. I saw one the other day sitting very tired of his life because this is a new domain he's not used to. And he cannot go home. Why? Insecurity. So this is the first comment. Let's take the second one. How far the investigation into the 400 persons that were acquired by Fulanis in Benue State? You're calling for investigation against a villager that was arrested according to the story you were told. But how about the 400 people? How about the people in Yelwata? What investigation have they done? Then you say, what a Fulani man doing in Benue bushes? At the time, open grazing is tagged the criminal act. Yes, there was a time when they said open grazing was a criminal act. But over time, in fact, just the very next day, so they came and debunked it. So right now we don't even know whether open grazing is a criminal act or if it's against the law. If it's not against the law, we don't even know. Now let's take this comment from a Fulani person. He said, I am also a Fulani, but the way things spoil now, every Fulani you see in the bush becomes a suspect because you can't tell if the person is a bandit or not. You can't wait to be attacked first. Maybe that is why they opened fire. May God help us and bring an end to this insecurity. I'm not disputing the fact that a lot of innocent Fulanis are also not affected by what is happening. Some of them are actually innocent of what is happening. They are affected. Some of them that were actually buyed are not bandits, they are not kidnappers, they are just there to take care of their cows, they're just there to make ends meet, and then somewhat that happens to them. But again, the thing is too much. Kidnapping cases hurts me. Land grabbing hurts me. Destroying of people's crops hurts men. Everything is almost looking as if it's a herdsman thing. So I know some of them are actually innocent, but the way it is now, I think the government should just do something. Even if it is to find a place for them, because they are innocent people suffering it. Somebody now say, VDM, be careful. They are now using you as their spokesperson. They know that the world is listening to you and they want you to use you to justify their own evil. Another person say, how many Fulanis were arrested after all the bye they did in Benue State? Now they have arrested the Benue. In fact, let's get to the next one. Somebody say, remember that open grazing is not allowed in Benue State, but there is more to this story. Let them carry out proper investigation. Then somebody say, that was how Fulani destroyed our stuff in the farm. This person is speaking from experience. We apprehended a small cow and brought it to the police station with fresh evidence of the state of their destruction. But sadly, the cow was released and the herdsmen were not booked for their lawlessness and evil. You see those compromised DPOs, eh? They are one of the major weapons fashioned against the Nigerian state. But again, this is Nigeria. Then the other person say, VDM, you missed mentioning an important point. This also means and proves more that these evildoers have organs who are above our Nigerian forces and can get their people released with even a single phone call. Something about the release smells foul, like many similar cases in Nigeria. Remember also the Abuja man who narrowly survived death in the hands of his own workers, and the perpetrators were released. So it's not as if, Kai, analyzing this thing is hard. It's terrible. I'm not going to just take any more comment, but all I'm saying is try to balance it too. These people are actually hurting people. They're taking lives. They are buying people. They are kidnapping people. Their people have so demonized them, so demonized. The ones that are innocent, they are not playing. It is only a very few fraction of these people who are actually innocent. Most of them are guilty because it's looking like business for them. And they brag, they're on social media, they are doing TikTok live, they are flexing, they are living their best life, and people are crying. People can no longer go to their ancestral homes. So yeah, let's see the full video and see how much Very Dark Man explained what happened and um how he said that. Just see the video. Do not forget to drop your thoughts in the comment section.
Yesterday, some Fulani in the bush area of Ogbobia, Ogboju, Otukpo local government area reached out to me in pains, and they narrated to me what happened to them, and not just that, the injustice and the involvement of the Nigerian police in this particular case. So this thing happened on Friday. Today is Sunday. It happened on Friday. So according to the Fulani, they said to me that one of their most respected Alhaji, his name is Alhaji Folder, that the man has a lot of cows and he has a lot of workers taking care of the cow. That this man woke up one morning and said, that's on Friday, that he said he wanted to go and check the cows in the bush. So he carried one of his workers and then they were on bike, not knowing that an ambush was laid in the bush. Sadly, they entered into the trap of the people that laid the ambush, and that was how they were surrounded by more than 10 persons. So immediately they pulled out a gun, and as they pulled out a gun, the worker of the Alhaji immediately ran away. That they held him, but he just pulled out his knife. As he pulled out his knife, they saw his knife, and that was how he ran away. While he was running, he heard gunshots. As he heard gunshots, he ran away, and then he now called his brothers to tell them what had happened. So immediately they told them what had happened. They went straight to the military base that is close to the Ogbobia Ogboju area. They went to the military base and said, our brother had been ambushed. We don't know if he's alive. If he's dead, we just need his body. Let us take his body. Please, let's go. So that was how the member of Nigerian army followed them into the bush. Sadly, they met those people that laid the ambush, and they met the body of Alhaji Folder. Those people shot Alhaji Folder. So immediately they got there, the people that laid the ambush, they were still there. That was how they saw the army and they started running away. The member of Nigerian army chased them down, and then they were able to arrest one person. When they arrested the person, they took the person straight to Ogoli Divisional Police Station. When they got to Ogoli Divisional Police Station, they handed that suspect to the DPO. The DPO's name is Musa Mohammed. As they handed him over to Musa Mohammed, they left. When they left, they now called them back. Somebody around the police station called them back to say, the DPO Musa Mohammed have released the suspect. They immediately came back to the station and they asked the DPO that, where's the suspect that spied Alhaji Folder? Then the DPO said he has released him. They said, why would you release somebody that laid ambush for Alhaji Folder, one of our own? Then the DPO said they don't have any right to tell him what to do or how to do his job. That's who gave Fulani the right to tell him to arrest somebody for them. Later, they now received more calls that even the cows that Alhaji Folder had, that they've ambushed the cows and they bite the cows and they took some of them away. Now, I was not there. They reported to me and they sent me evidence. This is what I have to say. I would like the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, to mount an investigation on this matter, and also the Benue State government. If truly this thing happened and it was reported to the police, and the policeman, the DPO in charge, lets the suspects go away, you know this is not good. This is injustice, and it is not good. For them to come and tell me, they obviously want me to publish it. And also, even if they did not tell me to publish it, I will still publish it for a reason. Please, the Inspector General of Police, the Benue State government, you need to mount an investigation on that DPO. Because if you are a policeman and a DPO, you are supposed to bring peace to the society. If they bring something like this to you, you cannot resolve it peacefully. You are telling them that nobody can tell you to release anybody or to arrest anybody. It's not good. It's not good. Now, human being life will they talk about here. Now, human being life will they talk about here. This is really, really sad. So to the Inspector General of Police, please mount an investigation on DPO Musa Mohammed and also the Benue State government. Because now like this, they start now. Problem don't start. They don't start to by themselves. War don't start. They don't start problem. Benue State, Jos and Co, they need to be managed properly by people that have security experience and people that know how to do peaceful resolution. Please, I will expect the news from the Inspector General of Police and also from the Benue State government. An investigation needs to be done on this matter.